cheddar stuffed bell peppers. I washed my bell peppers and I'm gonna cut them just in half lengthwise. I cut through the stem and everything. And once I'm done cutting these, I also will be taking out any of the guts of the pepper because we definitely don't want that stuff in there. So I'm gonna be pulling out everything with my hands. Something about this dish that I really love, it's very versatile and you can add and omit anything you don't want in it. So you can make it spicier, you can make it less spicy if you want it to be. You can add like meat or something like that. Today I'm gonna keep it really simple with things I just have in the house because it is one of those days and evenings. All right, I pulled out all the guts of the pepper, or most of them. Some of the seeds I can leave because I'm not really worried about spice. I eat very spicy food. All right, now I'm gonna start on the filling. So you're gonna have some cream cheese. I just had some jalapeno cream cheese on hand. And I'm gonna put around just a spoonful in a bowl. You don't need a lot, and I feel like these are the dishes that there's no, I guess, measurements involved just because you have to wing it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of cream cheese in. And then I'm gonna add some cheddar cheese. Add as much or as little as you want. You don't even have to add a lot of cheese if you don't want to. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. And obviously because mozzarella is really good, we're gonna add some mozzarella as well because it is one of those cheeses that's very stringy, it melts very well. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. Then make sure to season everything, obviously. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. You don't need a lot because cheese tends to be very salty. I'm gonna add a lot of pepper into this. And last thing, I'm gonna add a little bit of chili powder. And when I say a little bit, it really much depends. This chili powder is supposed to be extra hot, I believe, which is why I'm adding only a little bit. Then, in any spice-filled household, we have a chili. This is a Thai chili, so be very careful. Make sure you don't touch your eyes or anything like that. I am saying this as warning. If you do not do well with spice, please do not add it in here if you don't want it, your mouth to be burned off. I'm gonna add it into the mixture. And then I'm going to mix this all together. Just keep mixing until everything is combined. Okay, I finished mixing it all together. We got all the cheese combined. Now I'm quickly gonna work on the topping for the peppers. So I just have some potato chips here, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it just so it gets really cheesy, melty on the top. It sounds really good just thinking about it. Have that. Mix it up, and we're gonna start assembling the peppers. Okay, first you're gonna take a pepper. You're gonna take a portion of your cream cheese and cheese mixture and just stuff it into the pepper like so. I do around the whole thing, just make sure it's fully covered. And I do a little bit more just on top so it overflows a tiny bit. And I remember there's no exact recipe for this or nothing like, I guess it's like the adjacent is jalapeno poppers, but we don't have any jalapenos. And I love to experiment recipes like this, so I remember making this as a kid one day and it was so good. I love it. You, at this point, can do two things. You can either eat it as so, which is what I have done before when making this recipe, or you can do what I'm doing, which is the extra step. I'm gonna bake it for a bit. with obviously the topping we made, just so it gets really crusty and gooey and delicious. We have the entire cream cheese mixture ready and it's on the peppers, Now I'm going to top it with this mixture that we made. So what I'm gonna do, just take a little bit. These are crushed potato chips. You can obviously use breadcrumbs if you have them, but again, I'm using what I have. So I don't, obviously I'm not gonna go to the store just to get breadcrumbs, or I didn't want to dirty anything up just to make breadcrumbs. So I am just using some potato chips. Alright, we are doing the last pepper. I'm just sprinkling on the last bit of the cheese and chip mixture. Look at that. If you were gonna eat this just as is, I would say you don't have to cook the potato chips or breadcrumbs on top. You can just leave it. But look how great this looks. This looks amazing. Okay, firstly, I'm going to spray some oil on the top of this just so the top gets golden brown and crunchy. Now, I'm gonna be using an air fryer for this. If you have an air fryer, great. If not, it's okay. We have our trusty oven. If you are setting it in the oven, I would say put it in around 325 for 4 to 7 minutes and just watch it until the top's golden brown. If you're using an air fryer, I would say around 350 for 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, now that I've baked it for around 6 minutes on 350, I'm going to set it to broil. And I'm going to broil it until it's golden and crunchy on top. Alright, I just got them out of the broiler. They were in there for around 1.5 minutes. It is piping hot. These look amazing. I'm going to let it sit for around 5 minutes until they were fully cooled off to actually eat. How to finally plate and eat these beauties. So I'm gonna grab, oh my god, that looks so good. I'm gonna start with 2. Actually, last one. I'm just gonna lay it across like that. Look how delicious that looks, you guys. I am ready to dig into it. I think it'll still be really warm, but that's okay. I'm gonna take my pepper. You guys have to make this at home. That was amazing. And if you guys do make it at home, try different variations, add unique things to your recipe, and mix it to how you want it to be. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm gonna grab, get all of them on here. That's okay. Oh, sorry, can you restart it?